Hello everybody and welcome to this quick n8n exercise. So the n8n sequence will do the following. Whenever we choose the type of article which we want to generate and we input the source article into this cell over here, right now a sequence will fire and the webhook will be fired, and right now chatgpt will write a script over here and it will be updated into this cell over here. Alright, so this is how the sequence is eventually going to look like. Alright, so let's go through the blocks one by one. First, we have this webhook block over here. Okay, I've selected the post method. Okay, I almost changed nothing over here. And this is the production URL which we're gonna use, or the test URL, okay, which we're gonna use during testing. So as long as you click on it, you will get the URL. The next thing which we're gonna do in order to make this work is that we will go to our sheet over here and we'll go to extensions and app script, and we will add the script. Sorry about that. And we will add the script that will fire the webhook whenever a certain conditions are met. The conditions is what we've described in the beginning of the video, whenever those two cells are filled over here. So the script will generate a checkbox over here and it will trigger the webhook. So the way I generated this script, you don't have to know how to write this. I just went to ChatGPT and said the following: please write me a Google app script that does the following. Whenever an option is selected from column A and a value is input into column B, generate a checkbox and tick it into column C. And then whenever a checkbox is ticked into column C, trigger the webhook which I specify. Okay, so it will generate this script over here, and I will get the webhook from n8n and paste it over here. Okay. Alright, the next thing, okay, which I'm gonna do is that I want to see what is the option which I've selected, what's the type of the story which was selected over here, and then let's say it's comic news story. And I want to go to this sheet over here, which is story types, okay, within our document. Okay, and I want to go to the corresponding story type and get the prompt which I want to use in order to write the story. Over here, I just used a very simple one. Write a very short comic news story. If it was emotive, I will write a very short emotive news story just for the sake of this example. So I want to go over here and I will get rows because I want to get the row of this sheet of the story types that corresponds to the story type that was selected in the trigger event over here. Okay, so I will go to get rows and I will select the account which I'm working with, and I will select sheet within document, and I will select get rows, and I will select the document which includes all the sheets, and then I will select the sheet from which I want to get the row. And then I will add this filter over here, which is I want the value of the column story type to be this one. Okay, where did I get this from? I just dragged it from over from the webhook information, because within the webhook right now it will supply the values of the row which has triggered the event. So I will just drag this and drop it over here. Okay, so I'm telling the sequence that I want to get the row which has got this value in the story type column over here. Okay, so it will return the prompt which I want to use in order to generate this specific story over here. Alright, we're almost done over here. The next step is just to message the model Okay, use the account which you have previously authenticated. I use text, message a model. I chosen this model over here, and then I will write the prompt. Okay. So this is the variable which I have just gotten in the previous block, story text prompt. Like for example, write a very short comic story based on the article which I have gotten from the webhook information. Let me show it to you, which is the source. This is kind of like the article I just wrote. Okay, this is it for the messaging of the model over here. The last thing is that after getting the response from ChatGPT, I want to update the sheet of stories over here and write the response of ChatGPT into column D. So I will update a row in the sheet. Let me open this block over here. I will select the account and I will select sheet within document, update row, and I will select the main document, and then I will select the sheet. Okay, and then I will select the row number which was coming from the webhook. It will also include the row number. Make sure that you include that within the script which has generated the webhook. Okay. And now I will put the value that comes from the model into the story column over here. So I will come over here and drag, this is the response from ChatGPT. I'll drag it into this field over here. All right, whenever, okay, you eventually want to activate this whole sequence over here, just make sure that you copy the production URL into the script on the Google Sheets side. Okay, you should not use the test right now. You should use the production URL. Okay, so eventually, let's test it one more time. So this is activated. So I'll go to the sheet side. I will select a story type and I will write anything over here, like the source. Okay, and right now I'll be waiting for the script to generate the the checkbox, and right now it's fired. So right now the sequence in n8n is fired, and right now we got the final response from ChatGPT. So this is the way which you can update your sheet for whatever it is that you want. Maybe next time I can try building the whole sequence from scratch. That will be more easy for you to understand.